Hello, welcome back. We are back now with another day of Danganronpa. Um, yeah, so last time we played Conquer, which was a lot of fun. I'll probably go back to that this Thursday, barring nothing happening. And then uh we will we'll be continuing with Danganronpa for today. Where we left off, Chihiro got killed and me and Byakuya were trying to figure out the who did it basically. Oh wait, hold on, let me start this up. But yeah, we're trying to figure out who did it. Toko was having some weird things about being Genocide Jack, which I think is a really funny name for a murderer. But yeah, we're trying to figure out that. And then also a lot of things have changed since the last time I streamed. So first thing is I am now I've officially moved to affiliate status with Twitch, which is pretty exciting. Um, and then also I got a new setup. I no longer have to lean into my mic when I'm doing Danganronpa. I don't have to uh be like I don't have to like adjust my camera all weird to compensate for that. So that's nice. And yeah, other than that, that's pretty much everything that's new. This is gonna be a short one today because unfortunately I have to get up early for work tomorrow. Which sucks, but yeah, oh well. So yeah, so we'll probably just finish up chapter 2 today, and that'll be it. That'll be all I do for this stream. Hopefully it doesn't take that long, but it seems like we're close to the end of some sort of investigation phase. And then other than that, yeah, I think that's all I had for updates today. So with that, let's get into the game. I actually have been excited to play this game again. It's really like immediately grown on me, and I've been liking it a lot. So oops, I just realized I have to actually change it to the thing. All right, let's go this Steam setup. Hopefully that's working. All right, there we go. Danganronpa. All right, and sound should be good. Yeah, it's not overpowering me. Nice. All right, let's get into it. Let's figure out who killed your hero, because honestly, that person sucks. Okay, chapter 2, investigation. Alright, so I think me and Byakuya went to the library because we just talked to Toko. The hard part now is I have to remember everyone's voices. Alright, I think we just got into the library. I don't think we actually talked to Byakuya yet. Sorry, just making sure everything's working. Looks like it should be. Alright. It feels so good not to have to like lean forward when I do this game now. I'm very glad to make this change because I'm so much this is so much better. Is this the evidence that proves it was genocide? Is the evidence that proved that it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me say it again. Knock it off. What's a desk lamp matter right now? What about this note? There's no point in checking there. We need to find real clues. I guess, is it this door? If I remember, on the other side of this door is the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It all makes sense once you're inside. Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust, too.
So in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. The shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh?
that's right.
That's the report on the presidential assassination. The original's kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I return the file to the shelf. Hold on one second. What is this? Oh, okay. Alright. What about here? There's so many file types in the shelf. What's in all these things?
That's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. You ready to be disappeared for it? Take a look. There's some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. If you pay attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover that value yourself. Alright. There's a ton of thick file stuffed into this bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. The kind of thing that any normal person would never want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files are from investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh? Down here. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although, judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? Oops. Oh, dang it. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that, it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much Hope's Peak truly wields, or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What?
What do you mean, usually? Usual? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple? Those things don't exist anymore in the real world. Maybe when I find the tech bear controlling my school as a massive battle royale chainsaw. Welcome in, Mr. Doge. Yeah, Monokuma has to go at some point. I've got to figure out how to kill that guy. But yeah, welcome on in, Mr. Doge. How you doing? If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I've reviewed them multiple times, so there's no doubt. Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Tokami family have access to a variety of government-related secret documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. Wow, so we actually are going to release the files in this chapter. How is that possible?
So in other words,
Or I guess maybe not, because Byakuya is the ultimate rich kid, so he might not want to release the files. His parents might be in there. I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. Oh, see? There it is. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. POV, I like money. POV, I am. They call me the ultimate affluent progeny. That one might be my favorite title because it's like they dress up his title as they use like not fancy words, but like bigger words like affluent progeny, and then you like when you actually bring that to like the simpler terms and the actual definitions, it's just a rich kid. Like his thing isn't like that he's ultimate at anything other than just being a rich kid. POV, my family's old money, capiche? POV, I'm a Rockefeller. POV, your family's in the files. The Monokuma files, that is. No other files we would be referring to. This is beyond believing and not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what has always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. POV, I'm building a data center in your town. POV, I'm taking all your drinking water. POV, I'm buying a second home that I'd hope doesn't get taxed in your town. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack case, Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. I live in tax haven. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written on the victim's own blood. And the second is that when victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended? It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. Damn, bro, it's telling me stuff I already know. Yeah, man, we have talked about Genocide Jack like multiple times, and that's not really that new. But the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who know about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups, really. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? Maybe when someone is catching me up on tea, I already know about. In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victims. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So how could the killer ever know? Oh wait, no, it's Makoto. So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in other words,
The culprit isn't the copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack. Ugh,
in other words,
that's right. There is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Nah. Nah, it couldn't be. Then Genocide Jack really is. Such a brutal fiendish killer really is walking around among us?
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation could ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two. Bro was discount from the 99-cent store straight from Temu Express Lightyear copy. Yeah, he like has a light you got me look trying to be L.
Such ignorance.
I guess he's like kind of okay, I was gonna say something about light, but I don't want to like spoil it for other people, but he's a version of like Yagami, I guess. But yeah, he also reminds me of like Akechi. I guess he came first with Akechi, but I've seen Akechi first, so like he gives me like big Akechi vibes. If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. It's okay, Death Note's been out for years, true. Yeah, like he reminds me of like second arc. I guess second arc? I don't know what you would call it, but like the arc, the second arc of Death Note where Light is assisting in finding the Death Note. I'll keep it at least that vague, just in case there are people who haven't seen it. Byakuya, about the Genocide Jack file case, could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. What? Like his face. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I reached a page where photos of the scene of each crime had been all collected. Bro, he's even got the Death Note. Yeah, the actual murder is Byakuya with his signature Death Note. Harada, the Tekken guy, Tekken lead developer. Oh, he uses scissors, but we didn't see scissors. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Komatsuna Taro, Takafumi Gono, Uchida Naohisa, Takeshi Masamune, Yuto Yumijima. There's no end to it. Danganronpa devs hate Tekken confirmed. Yeah, they probably got like juggled by Harada and they were like, okay, let's kill him. Let's kill him in our game. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended the exact same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. When are we gonna get Waffle House in Tekken, bro? Yeah, at this point that needs to be a stage in Tekken. I feel like that's just become like part of the lore of Tekken is that one of the stages should be a Waffle House. I feel that's like what all the FGC talks about when it comes to that in Tekken. Now, take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page. I like that we had to zoom out every single time. Profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. After you win this arcade series, you have to fight the Waffle House staff. Yeah, that's hard mode. That's you don't win that one. I feel like Waffle House staff are like always prepared to throw down. The most common time for killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. He's saying that the crimes took place on days during a time. Yeah. And in fact, they could have even taken place during nights on a time. Evidence suggests that the suspect. Wait, hold on. I actually need to. How do you review the log? Oops. No, don't put it on. I don't want to. Okay, there we go. Take place on holidays in the afternoon. Okay. Evidence suggests that the suspects lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely that there were any external reasons for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
So, in other words,
The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. Oh, so they're about to say it actually is Toko? A split personality, like the kind of thing you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Alright, the Genocide Jack case file has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Oh, wait, Byakuya. As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehension. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he asked me to join him, he cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find it out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's something I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I checked the boys' locker room too. And the others might have something to come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Bro's a rich kid, he could buy friends. True. If I was a kid, when I was like young, if a kid was like, hey, here's money to hang out with me, I'd be like, yeah, that's fine. I'll do that. Just pay up. Alright, let's check this out. Does Hifumi have anything? Ding 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 ding! Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if
Another stat increase for me. Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet. But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah, Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too. Why is there mini above Fumi's head? To stop people from going people from going to the opposite gender locker room. And you do that. We'll say Monokuma doesn't tolerate perverts, I guess, because you go into the wrong locker room, he'll light you up. Really? What did she say?
Well,
She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? Okay, so where is Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorm. She was there, but at the same time, not there. What's it gonna be? Alright, let's go here first. Have you found out if Monokuma's the same guy as the lion plush in Bleach? I don't know, I actually never watched Bleach before. Are we gonna actually see the Olympic pool? Too bad Jade's not here. Damn, my reference just on moves. It's true. Sorry. That's like one of my bigger shonen memory gaps. Is that I've never watched Bleach before. Have I seen Air Gear? Nope. I think I've heard of that though, but yeah, I've never seen that. I guess not. I got a Monokuma coin. But Air Gear is kind of a niche reference. Yeah, I've heard of it. I've never watched it before. Is anything in there? It's decent. Okay, that's cool. Is it worth like adding to a list or just like when I get to it? One season, good show, decent manga. Watch it alone. Oh, okay. It's one of those. All right. Good to know. Thank you for the heads up. Surveillance camera. Someone's using this camera to watch people die. Oh, hey, wait. There's a strange stain on the carpet. That looks like a doo-doo stain. Boys' locker room carpet has been added to the treatment. I won't say it's like horny, but there's a lot of fan service. Yeah, you know, as Shonen does. It's fine. I watched Kill la Kill, and I watched Keijo. I can take that. Drop to do something the carpet, bro. Come on. Yeah, for real. It's the popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite fit in the boys' locker room. Why they're a boy band? Yeah, nah, this is someone just like dragged their whole ass on the carpet over here. We gotta get some thing. I still have to watch Kill la Kill. That's the one for Yuko Mato. Yeah, yes, it is. It is very fanservice heavy, but it's such a good show. It's so good. That is one that you can't watch with people though. Like if someone catches you watching that, they'll be like, "What the hell are you watching?" But it's such a good show. I love it so much. Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation? Generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
so then,
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine where its whereabouts. Wait, Bruce watched the butt wrestling anime? I watched it, listen. I watched it purely for the hype moments. Okay, that show's also extremely fan. It's okay. That show is just fan service, but it's so like hype though. I can't describe like how hype it is, but it's like if like you put like JoJo into like butt wrestling. It's like if you made that, but like also made it JoJo. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing. That's definitely worth running. JoJo into butt wrestling. That's the best way I can describe it. It has some like wild moments, and it's like, oh, this is the power system of this show. It's crazy. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Oh, an ad starting. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Alright, well, ads are happening. Let me just take a quick thing. Oh, no ads for you? Weird. I guess I need to figure out how that timer works. I don't know why it like alerted me to ads. Yeah, I guess I have to figure out how that works. I love how this shonen visual novel things. The only ones I get is for Twitch Prime and that's it. Oh, okay. Alright. Sorry, I didn't see the other. I'm an ultra buff, super strong female character. Was it because I block all ads? Oh, okay, that makes sense then. That makes sense why you wouldn't get ads. True. You know what? Fair enough. I'm not mad at it. Proper up in some kind of crucifix position. Huh? This rope has a plug? Wait, so then this isn't rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, there's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. Yeah, they got stabbed with scissors, it looks like. And they were suspended with scissors. What does this all mean? Yeah, the rope is a wire, I guess. Wire to what? I don't think there's anything electric in here. But I guess we'll see. Okay, so the rich guy is a dumbass. Yeah, it's weird. He didn't, like... I noticed that when I looked in the book, they were all with scissors, but he didn't say anything about that. Maybe he, like, was just hiding that from me? I don't know. Well, one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at Genocide Jack's case file one more time. No, he's an idiot. Thinking about peasants is too much work, true. Thinking about peasants and all his money that he'll inherit. That's too much on his brain to think about the scissors. I think I already did this. Yeah, I think I already looked at that. Okay, these are fine. Oh, I need to check something else. Oh, what'd she say? Her handbook is missing. This door leads out to the pool. Wait, let's see what Mondo says. He already said this. Yeah, we already talked to him about that. Yeah, we said this. Alright, let's look at this. He's burdened with the fact that he's going to inherit more money than ever won. There's a blood stain on the carpet. It could have been caused by Chihiro's murder. There's a big blood stain on a dumbbell on the floor. The Monokuma file said that the fatal injury was caused by a blow to the head. The dumbbell has to be the murder weapon. Or maybe the bloodlust? The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood, just like in all those Genocide Jack cases. At every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. Look at this. It's a bloodstained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part. So basically someone killed Chihiro with a dumbbell and staged the body look like it was done by a serial killer who's in time. Yeah, that's what it's seeming like. It seems like it was someone who was trying to actually mimic the serial killer. Oh, who's in town. Yeah. The big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. Alright, thanks Makoto. A girl's locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find this. Something like this. But wait, that reminds me. The poster in another locker room is... That's right, there's actually something strange about this. The boys' locker room poster is a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room is the poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. The poster has been switched. You know what? Honestly, shout out to Makoto for this one. Because in no way... I mean, it makes sense when you think about it, but in no way was I ever like, oh yeah, this one has a big boobed lady on the cover, on the poster, and the other one has a boy band. Someone must have switched the posters. Not gonna lie, I wouldn't notice it either. Yeah, I guess that's being a high school student helps in this situation, because I never would have even like begun to think about that. It's a woman in the girls' locker room. It just makes sense. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, who's putting stuff in the locker room to be like, yeah, this'll excite them? I never once been like, yeah, you don't put stuff in the locker room to excite people. That's what you really need to make them all horned up. But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little bit more about the locker rooms. Two locker room posters have been added. Also looks less like a locker room, more like a gym. Yeah, it's kind of like a mix, I guess. It's like, because it does go out to the pool and it has like lockers and stuff, so like for changing. So I guess it's kind of like a mix. Who knows stuff about the locker room? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, nope, it's the same thing. Alright, let's go investigate. I guess we'll look at the other poster too. Do we need to look at this again? What other visual novels have I played? That's actually funny. On stream, I don't think I've played any other visual novels in my actual life. Let me think. I played the Phoenix Wright's kind of like a visual novel. I played those like on my own time. Let me think. Yeah, there was like Doki Doki Literature Club back in the day. I played that with a friend. Then other than that, I actually don't think I really played any other visual novels. Doki Doki is pretty cool. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I think at like the time I was like less open to visual novels, but like it was so it was like a fun twist, that one was. So yeah, like I said, that was fun to play with a friend. Especially I played it myself, then I played it with a friend who like didn't know anything. It's very fun to watch people's like build up to that. So yeah, that was fun. But yeah, other than that and Phoenix Wright, I never really played any other visual novels. This is really strange. In the boys' locker room, popular boy band, and in the wait, this is a typo. This is a typo. In the boys' locker room, a popular boy band, and in the boys' locker room, a swimsuit model. Yeah, I think they missed that one. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Okay, who else? Who knows about the locker rooms? Oh, maybe Hina. It's either Hina or Sakura. Wait, let's talk to Sakura again. She might know. You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
Of course.
I've used it nearly every day since it opened. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay then, let me ask you something. Do you think the poster in the boys' and girls' locker room could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see.
However,
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee? I didn't know protein coffee was a thing. I guess I don't really drink coffee, so it makes sense I wouldn't know that. In the warehouse, it's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and left a stain. A stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now. Damn, she drank pre-workout after the workout and she really is going hard. True. Yep, the carpet's been switched. But I don't see any stain on the carpet now. Well, you know, besides Chihiro's blood stain, but that's beside the point. Not a coffee stain. Exactly, I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean if there was never a stain here to begin with? Ooh, disappearing stain. Alright, so can we go look at that stain and intuit that? Or is Makoto gonna be like, yeah, save that for the trial? What if locker rooms are switched? Yeah, what if they like flipped the entire room? There's a strange thing in the carpet. What is it? Okay, yeah, he's not gonna let me. They're not gonna let me intuit that. Okay, so we have to also go to the warehouse. I don't even remember where the warehouse is. This is downstairs. Alright, nurse's office is still closed. Is this it? No. Oh wait, no. The warehouse is where what's her name was hanging out. It's where Chihiro was hanging out actually. Right? Yeah. So we need to go to the inn. Warehouse is this way. I was about to say, I thought Celeste was in here. Celeste, what are you doing in here? The warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there is an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might have misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then, did you find something? Very well, I will tell you, and only you. She's working for Monokuma, right? She could be. We don't know anything about her. Bro, is this maid girl real? Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really?
Indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Oh, was Chihiro about to try to kill Oh, no. She wanted to go work out. She didn't want people to know that she was working out, though. I forgot. Wait, is she a student or did she appear with Monokuma? She was a student. She showed up with us. She was in... When we woke up, she was in the room, too.
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Yeah, we knew that, though. She stuffed the jacket into her bag right in a hurry. It was almost as like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. Yeah, Sakura told us this. I actually remember that. That's one fact I remember from last time. Sakura told us that she would do that. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Alright, I guess we said you need to have someone see it. Alright. What else do we need to investigate? He said there was a place we need to go. Or something else. I don't remember what it was though. I'm gonna have to go look at Chihiro's body again. Thanks for the look, Mr. Doge. Maybe I should look to see what he says again. I don't think there's anything in here. Oh, maybe there's something in the warehouse, actually. Something else there. So I need to investigate something related to the plug. Maybe the AV room, too. Okay, let's see. CVD player. Okay, nope. Yeah, I think he said it was something related to the, something related to, like, meeting the, thing. Let me just skim through that again. Oops. Was there a plug in the gym? Oh, let's look at what he says again. Do we have anything to add? Oh no, it's the same. Okay. Let's see what he says again. At a certain place you need to revisit and look over again. Okay. Look over again. The library? I think this is the first time I'm actually kind of like stumped and Makoto's ahead of me. Like, I don't know. Oh, wait, hold on. No. Look at the lamp. Dang it, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Huh? The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see, it's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. Oh, that's right. Byakuya was using an extension cord. Interesting. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... Alright, nothing else here. Alright, let's go over the case file maybe. I want to take another look at Genocide Jack's case file. I know it's around here somewhere. Huh? It's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would do something like that, I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. Oh, where's Byakuya? Oh, can we go find him at his room, maybe? Oh wait, I should probably use the actual map. Maybe that'll show me. Oh wait, it's saying there's still stuff to look at here. Oh wait, the dining hall. Oh yeah, Hina would know about the thing too. Alright, let's go there too. Did Byakuya just disappear? Alright, let's go talk to Hina. I like that. That map is actually super helpful because I would like to not have to like open up the stationary map every single time. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before. She won't come out, and she just keeps mumbling keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy, and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry. I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created: outer space and donuts. You know what? Fair. I had some Krispy Kreme donuts the other day. Yeah, I would believe God created those too. I would believe those are some God crafted items as well. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well,
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
yeah, totally.
Yup, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh yeah, I did have my suspicions about Chihiro's sexuality when she said something before. And that did raise my suspicions about her sexuality. Oh wait, maybe she's used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Oh, he's like, I'll have to add to the truth bullet section of her handbook. Ding dong bing bong.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Alright, it's trial time.
It's the moment you've all been waiting for! The class trial! You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Alright, see you there, Monokuma. Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. The red door is right through here. I probably should have saved. How do you save? Okay, here we go. Let's make a save before the trial. So is everyone ready to what? Am I blind? Are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is... You really don't remember?
Come on!
Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie. I'll go ahead and drag her out kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. And just like that, that's like he said a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. I kind of wish they showed that in a picture. I think that'd be a funny sight to see. Terrible. You're terrible. Ooh. Now everyone's here, right? Okay then. I'll slow into the elevator and let's get the show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here.
Hey, come on.
Fucking Toko, man. What's got her so worked up? Okay. There's something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it. I guess I wasn't much help on this one. give you plenty to work with. Show us how far your logic can take you.
How very
Miss Fujisaki, I must admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Of course, just the idea of 3D makes me cringe. I don't know why the killer did it, what they did, but I'm sure it will work itself out. Justice always prevails, right, bro?
Shall we go?
Shall we begin?
Well then.
I will uncover the villain who performed such heinous acts on a weaker individual. You ready? Are you doing this? We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. I give a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walk toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I can feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Okay, last minute guess. Last minute possible prediction. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Byakuya at the end there got a little suspicious to me. The like way that he was like willing to throw so much at the Genocide Jack stuff and like drive us all through that. But he didn't pick up on the fact that it was a Genocide Jack copycat. I find that a little hard to believe. But maybe he did pick up on it, but he just didn't want to tell us about it, so who knows. And then him taking the Genocide Jack file with him, interesting thing. So last shot in the dark is Byakuya, but we'll see who it is. With each step forward, I can feel my heart starting racing faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions. Couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as it went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Okay, I don't know how those ad breaks are working. Hopefully they're working properly. I don't know. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste your time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good. You're raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well,
Okay then, let's get this show on the road.
thrills, chills, kills!
Everyone, please find your assigned seats. And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. Okay, wait. So it says an ad break starting. So just in case, I'm gonna just take a quick water break, so I can be ready for this trial. Okay, I do think my other wild shot in the dark is what's his name? Hero? Yes, Hero. Solely because he's on the cover of the chapter, and that's just my other shot in the dark. But I think Toko is someone who might be revealed. I think my true guesses are between Toko and Byakuya. Because yeah, like that little last bit made me really suspicious of Byakuya. And then Toko is doing the whole, like they said it might be a multiple personality thing, but that could be a red herring. But the fact that the characters didn't pick up on it is also weird to me. So I don't know if it's a true red herring or not. Which it may be. I'm not sure. But I guess we'll see. All right, the ad break is finishing up. Okay. Yeah, so I guess we'll see if that's how that goes. But let's get into the case then with the ad break finishing. A deadly class trial. Yes, I do want to save. Oh, I guess I didn't need to save just yet. Company handbook. Alright, got a lot of truth bullets. Okay. Alright, let's set my skills. Okay, got this. Effective during the non-stop debate. Increase your truth bullets rate of fire. Okay. Increase damage to the opponent when the statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. Increase bullet capacity. Effective during bullet time battle. Alright, that's it. I wonder if I'm missing out on skills because some people killed before I could get those skills. Like, I wonder if I could have gotten something from, what did I get? Actually, no, I got both of these from Leon and Sayaka. I didn't get anything from Chihiro, though, so I don't know. I feel like I didn't have enough time, though, to, like, do another hangout with her. I guess I could have focused on her, but I don't know. Because that's something to replay for. Alright, finish preparations. Alright.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
Yes.
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Okay.
Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. That was easy. Okay, that's a simple one. Yeah, the dumbbell.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
Wait, I forgot the controls. How do I shoot? Fast forward, weak spots. Press Y to shoot. Okay. Hold LB. Okay.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? Shoot!
Oh wait, I guess it's not. Okay, it's I forgot. It has to be contradict. I thought I was answering the question.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
It appears that, according to the Monokuma file, what kind of blood?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Okay, there.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, that was just me misunderstanding. It's contradiction. It's not just like answering the question. Phoenix Wright will have answering the question, so I'm used to that.
It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's
It feels
head is
so much
consistent
better
with the shape of
to
the
not be
dumbbell.
playing this game, having to like sit forward into the mic. It feels so much better to just like be able to like lean further back.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
I mean, we have to.
Yay! That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Okay. We get it, Byakuya, but could you have been like more serious about it? I feel like you acted like you knew what student it was. Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to the non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yes. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your true bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think about them as obstacles in your debate. But there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the A button to attach a silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot down an actual remark with your silencer instead of white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Alright. Good to know. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all, or it's not set to gentle. In which case, you should forget about silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun. Genocide Jack case file.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure.
Wait.
Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
Wait, I kind of. Oh wait, okay, I messed up.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Oh, wait, there's
No,
proof.
it's wrong.
We got the Genocide Jack case file.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
Because he could be a student.
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail.
Okay.
According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of
Why'd you
every
overlook the
murder.
scissors, Byakuya, though?
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Alright, Hifumi. Yeah, it says boob loves.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know, is, if I'm not mistaken, it has to do with positioning.
I got it!
Yeah, how they're positioned.
Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
And now us.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
I feel that's a contradiction we already know.
So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
It's Byakuya. It's Byakuya. Unless this is like, unless he's just completely overlooking the Genocide Jack stuff, I'm now 95% sure, 90% sure that it is Byakuya now. And his like immediate thing of Toko, I'm like 90% sure is Byakuya. Also, I completely forgot. I just remember last time Toko talked about some kind of promise to Byakuya. Byakuya is the one who did it. Byakuya did it.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on.
Alright, let's see.
Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of
Bloodophobia.
serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko and also to not be Toko is... The answer is that she might not just be one person but multiple people, right? Well, I'll just be super straightforward that it is just Toko. Wait. I don't know what word I'm spelling out. Oh. I see. It should be T, shouldn't it? Oh wait, no, never mind. I don't think you should just call her Schizo.
Is it because
It's like an
Genocide
actual
Jack
disease.
has a split
I guess they
personality?
didn't know any shorter way to make that go shorter.
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa
Maybe they
is-
really are just playing it straightforward,
Perfectly acceptable.
and it's actually Toko.
Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body.
No,
is
there's
proof
too
enough
much. There's
that she
too
has a
much that's
split
like missing.
personality.
But then also, why would he let us know about the handbook stuff? I don't know. I'm actually very like, it's such a toss up. Her behavior changed.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I'm fine. Yeah. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room,
I don't know,
because she was
it seems
scared of
all too
Genocide
easy.
Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer. Just drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
Oh my gosh, this is so sus.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you
Oh, we did just go by her
misunderstood
room.
What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her
But
to
then that
have
would give him
strange
reason to
attitudes.
actually try to pin it on
Isn't that
Toko.
right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some... Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone.
I'm so like, it has to be Byakuya. It has to be him.
But in spite of that promise,
This actually makes me more certain that it's him. The way he's like playing this. But for him to like be the killer so early, honestly. Oh wait, oops, I meant to read
You said
that.
if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it.
You just couldn't resist
Because now he has the
that
perfect,
look
he has
you
the
got from
perfect
killing.
fall
Could
person
you?
now.
I
Like
tried.
Toko is perfect to take the fall for
I
this,
tried
and
to
she,
control
I
it.
bet she doesn't know.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
Like Toko could actually just be Genocide Jack, but I think this was not Toko.
I hate you.
Well,
Also
the opening
because
act
the
is
Genocide
nearly
Jack stuff
finished.
is wrong.
All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person you don't mean.
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second,
Hello there.
oh, that's what she sounds. Genocide Jill.
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do?
No way, really?
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
So intense.
No, I'm sticking to my guns. It's not Toko. It wasn't her.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back.
This is all red herring.
Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty
Speaking
maniac,
facts a little.
but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us?
For her secret to get
If
out?
someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume
And even
that
this
Toko's
is the motive.
secret was about
Byakuya's
genocide.
parents are on Monokuma Island.
If a secret like that...
So there's his motive.
Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
But Toko didn't do it. Why would Genocide Jill care?
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the
I knew it.
culprit. But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion. Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah, I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. She said, I need to get some more details about all of this. I like the soundtrack in this game is also really good. Stats of the dead body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us us to believe it.
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
That's wrong.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know?
I do.
Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
I know they could name drop them like that.
This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here you'll see a clear difference. With the fatal injury.
For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Yep.
Ah, yes.
And why would Byakuya just gloss over that? He's so intelligent as the affluent progeny, you would think he would notice that glaring of a difference.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
I love the use of Italian food as the way to describe the murders.
Can you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right. The second difference is how she was suspended. In the photos of the Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here you'll see a clear difference. What was used to suspend her?
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
Scissors.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm
Okay, but even if Toko didn't do this one, I feel like we actually have to watch her now.
You know what else? Big Mac said
No, the voice actor's going so ham is awesome.
Big Mac? Are you referring to...
Oh, cause Makoto. Big Mac.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
What's that?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack.
Oh, there were guys.
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
There weren't any women. Ronald Nagy Donald. That's his full government name. Welcome on in, Fermi. Yes, his full government name is Ronald Nagy Donald. This is an origin story actually. Makoto goes on to start his own McDonald's branch in Japan. This is how the McDonald's came to Japan.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death.
But how you doing today, Fermi?
Killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see. There was a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it. If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is, I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't kill Chihiro, because Chihiro was a girl.
Is is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
Yep.
What are you talking about?
In all the genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something
And
in
Byaku
common.
didn't take notice of this. This is so suspicious. He's also very silent right now. Ken Harada 32, Tetsuro Honda 17, Shoji Gaku 23, Kano Issei 14, Takeshi Yoshida 30, Kamatsuna Taro, Takafumi Gono, Uchida Noya, Takeshi Masamue, Yoto Umejima. There was no end to it. Doing a House Teen Murder Yearbook, pretty good. I think I've actually figured out this case now. I think like once we got the clues, I was kind of clear on the on who this could be. But we'll see who it is. We'll see if I'm right. I think it's Byaku, yeah. But I'm really liking this game. I'm still liking this game so far. I really like the trying to figure out everything. The mystery part of it is very fun.
I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl!
I knew she was a Fujoshi.
Hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
You know, fair enough.
I have
The logic checks out.
conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy.
Okay, he's
That's
speaking.
not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That's also very true.
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors?
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. Why would there not be scissors in the school?
Don't just use
Says ad break is starting soon.
I
Okay.
only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Would there be some in the sewing kit?
Da-da-da-da!
Oh, never mind.
She's fully equipped! That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rug when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong, you can you gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot! The rope's totally out of the question anyway!
Also fair.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah! That's why we figured it had to be
All right,
the
I think
real
ad break
not some
started, so give me
possible
like
killer or
1 second. I'm gonna go to BRB. I think yeah, I think I left something on. Give me 1 second so I can go to BRB. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back for those without ads. I think ads are still going, but we'll get started in a second. Okay, it's finishing. Nice. Alright, so they said, yeah, figure out if it had to be the real deal, not some copycat killer. Actually, hold on. There is one person. One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. Someone who knows them so well. Who, like, knows them so explicitly.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it?
Yes.
You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
He told us this.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason you pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer.
I knew it. This is exactly my reasoning.
Because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
Alright,
Then
yeah,
I
what do you gotta
must
say?
ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Yeah, it's when you started pushing the Genocide Jack stuff so hard.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
In the locker rooms. It's suspicious. Very suspicious indeed, wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Did we know that at that point? I don't think we knew that at that point.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
We didn't know it was Chihiro at
On
that
the
point, I don't
contrary,
think.
there's something very strange.
Yeah.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There's a clear contradiction with what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been added. Oh my god, so many new things. Next, we're gonna add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the Y button, and you'll memorize that weak spot. The memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use the flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have an answer or a lie or a contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? You'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, so we have to look. So I guess he's saying he's gonna say something.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
Yes, but we didn't know this was before we found the body. Okay, that's an interesting new thing.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit.
Man, he's staying real cool. This is why this feels crazy for this to be so soon to me. Is because he feels like the Miles Edgeworth in this situation, and like you would think the Miles Edgeworth would be like the final guy, and not like the second one.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak. Huh? What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents.
The wire.
The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences in this case and the other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there? What could it be? The wire? Yeah, maybe it's the wire? Library desk slam, yeah.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the bodies.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Oh, dang it.
Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
I saw it.
What? The difference between...
Oops.
You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
I forgot how to, like, fast forward.
Was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Oh, there it is.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get...
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Oops.
No, it's wrong.
It's because it wasn't rope.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder.
There it is.
And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
Everyone is very quick to believe, like, anything anyone says. Like, even though what I'm saying is true, they'll, like, the second they get some information, they'll be like, okay, then this must be the new thing. Obviously, they're telling the truth.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
Without you, they would have died in the first case. Yeah, probably. I think Kyoko might have been onto something. But, yeah, they definitely were not certain about anything until I came up with it. 1 second, hold on. Alright. But I guess without me, the first case, they wouldn't have had a culprit, maybe. But yeah, Kyoko was the only one who was really, like, on the up and up. Maybe Byakuya too, but, like, Kyoko was really the only one who was actually, like, thinking things through.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Sure. Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still. there's something that's still bothering me.
And what's that?
That right. And what, pray tell, is still bothering you?
Oh yeah,
killed her in
the switching
girls'
of
locker
the
room, then disguised my
rugs and
crime.
stuff.
Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait, what was that just now? Something's not right. Shiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean can I just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he just said. I kind of missed what he said.
I got it!
The scene of the crime?
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
Yeah.
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that.
Yeah,
How
she was
could the
found
scene of
dead.
the crime have been anywhere else?
And you can drag a body.
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
Yeah, we never got to the posters on the rug yet.
I believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya had been so confident up until now. Maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission.
Was it really not
What do you
him?
mean
Did they
she
get
was
me?
killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took someplace else. There was something that was switched between the boys and girls' locker room. The poster.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange?
No,
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
because it's a girl.
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
Maybe I'm just the weird one, but that really doesn't seem that crazy to me. But I'll roll with it.
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet, but I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
But it wasn't. No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible.
Wait, okay, so I'm actually kind of lost here. Because what do you mean move it from one place to the other? I guess, like, how did they switch? I don't understand how you switch rooms like that. Oh wait, to throw people off, they killed her in the boys' locker room, and the blood got on that carpet and on that poster. I see now, I got it now. And so they moved all that stuff to the girls' locker room.
In
Okay,
other
that
words,
makes more sense.
In order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By
Yes.
doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in
How did
the boys'
Chihiro
locker
get in
room,
there?
then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
Wait, Leon's was missing, wasn't it?
To get into the locker rooms, you
Whose was
have to
missing?
slide your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should
Was
have
it
only
Leon's?
allowed
I think it was
access
Leon's.
To the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin
Alright, it's been
with.
too long. I can't remember which handbook was missing.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Could Chihiro really got into the boys' locker room somehow? Yes. Yeah, the broken e-handbook.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She
No.
was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been
Oh wait,
no
I think
problem
that
for
was
her.
it.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What then?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
No, that's wrong.
Wait, no. His was broken. Whose was missing?
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
No.
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one.
Yep.
In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts glaring.
Oh, that's interesting.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook,
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Okay, who is it? Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room. Byakuya is the one who did it? Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say?
I mean, she did say something earlier.
There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So,
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
what?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see
Wait, we
something.
can just leave the trial?
Wait.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's gonna let
What
us?
do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that
Oh
thought
yeah,
must
he loves
please
that
you.
word.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh,
I keep forgetting to
have
look
no
up his
doubt
voice
you'll
actor.
meet your lofty expectations.
So before I knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was...
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
Oh, they're gonna stay voice for this?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully.
She's dead, Hifumi.
Using
Jesus
our
Christ.
hands?
Calm down.
No way.
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm freaked out or anything, it's just...
based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
Oh my gosh, she just said she'll do it. Who cares?
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay.
That's so crazy. I kind of forgot about Genocide Jill.
I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Bring your hands together in a brief prayer. Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Oh, okay. That was the subscribe thing. I forgot that that's my alert. Thank you for the subscribe for me. I thought that was the. I forgot what my subscribe alert was. So I heard that, and I thought it was like something happening with the music in the game. But thank you for the subscription for me. I really appreciate it.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but what? This is
Just how
what is this?
Gary talks, grunts.
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
What is it? Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
Is what?
a boy.
Wait, what?
Ah, I see. So she was actually.
So when people brought up discourse and stuff about this, I now understand what happened. Okay. Oh, so that's why they were all talking about Chihiro, is like she was trans. That's why she was like more comfortable with men and stuff. And congrats on affiliate. Thank you for me. Thank you a lot. That yeah, means a lot. Thank you for the congratulations, and thank you for the sub once again. Yeah, thank you for enjoying my little show here.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Well, I was about to say, why'd you not say anything? But because he was like, yeah, that's it's fun to talk about. I mean, he would be like, yeah, it's fun to not let anyone know.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Oh, that explains why she didn't want people to like know that that's why she wanted to go to the gym by herself. Jesus Christ.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial. Ahem. I do apologize for keeping you waiting.
Okay.
Now then, let's resume
That
the
doesn't
class
really
trial.
give us an answer who could have done it,
We've
though.
all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is...
Okay,
Chihiro
well now
was
this
not a
part
girl,
is gonna get
but a
extremely
boy.
uncomfortable as it just like... I mean, we can still refer to her as she. That's how she presented. The thought never crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room.
Okay.
And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well,
Yeah, why would they move the
I
body
must
still?
admit, I
Maybe
did
because
find
they
it
found
rather
out?
odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
Alright, calm down, Byakuya.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now
Everyone needs to calm
everything
down
has been
about
connected.
this.
All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
Ah, he's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
I don't know anymore.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
Is he an accomplice?
But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder.
Because this is all just a game
At
to
least,
him.
That's how I see it.
And he was like, yeah, I want to have fun.
And
Because he's a psychopath.
when you found out the
I mean,
murder
he
took
is a
place
rich
in the
kid.
boys' locker room,
So,
it seemed to
makes
rattle
sense.
you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened
But-
to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
But you would just kill us, all the rest of us, if we
Fucking
didn't
with us right
think
now?
about that.
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead, find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
Oh, that break is starting
If you're
soon.
really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
I guess, but like,
then.
that's still weird.
If it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
You're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore
Yeah,
every
like,
possibility.
our literal lives are on the line here. We do have to figure out, we have to be 100% certain that we're accusing the right person, or else we all die, and the person who got killed goes free. I mean, who
If
did
we're
the killing
wrong,
goes free.
We all die here.
Yeah.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway,
Well, now I have no idea
let's
who did it.
discuss this all as a group
I don't
one
think
more
I've seen
time.
any other clues as to who possibly could have done it.
That's very true.
Alright, ad break is starting. We'll take a quick water break while we do that. 1 second. Yeah, I think the thing to figure out right now, I truly have no idea who could have done it then. I guess I'm gonna stick with my wild shot, which is Hero solely because he's on the cover of the chapter thing. That's literally the only thing I can think of, because no one else has really done anything of note that I can think of. Yeah, I can't think of anyone else. Like, Ifumi doesn't really seem like a killer, honestly, to me. Sakura didn't do it. Kyoko didn't do it. Who else is there? We now have cleared Toko. She didn't do it. So I truly don't know who the culprit could be. Byakuya is like my big guess. And so I guess we're just gonna go Yasuhiro because he is on the cover of the thing. Alright, Abric is finishing. Cool.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer's a guy.
I got it!
Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. That's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Celeste account.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did?
Wait, shoot, I don't remember what Celeste. Can I look at the case things? Alright, here we go. What is Celeste's account again? On the night before the murder, right before nighttime, Chihiro was spotted in the warehouse. It seemed like she was stuffing some blue exercise clothes into a duffel bag. Presumably she was on her way to exercise, but the clothes were nowhere to be found at the crime scene. Celeste had not told anyone other than Makoto about this encounter. The clothes were not found at the crime scene. So maybe the important thing is she didn't tell anyone else.
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point, and then that might be enough for now.
Oh, that's what we were saying.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
That's not true. Celeste saw her. I'm still gonna use her because Chihiro obviously presented as a woman, and like it doesn't feel like as much like cross-dressing as much like she was trans. I don't know the like inner workings of Chihiro's mind, so I don't really know like what her situation was. But either way, I'm still gonna use her.
Really? Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is
I think I was giving Celeste a German accent, whereas her actual thing is French, and I probably should have been doing that instead.
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse.
I was not expecting this to take like 2 hours.
Stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry, but why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
Oh, interesting.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much, enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
But who is that?
Oh, what a marvelous friendship! The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
Yeah, we don't even know.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Ooh.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious
It was
who
blue?
was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse.
Okay.
All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow it's really hard to believe. Celeste account. Okay, we need to.
First of all,
This is gonna be a
we know where
rewind
Chihiro
thing.
was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Oops.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out
Okay, this
who
one's
the
stumping me.
culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
She's right. What he said just now is really odd. How did he know something like that? What?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise.
Wait.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Okay.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally.
That? No.
Shoot!
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to, why did he choose?
What do you mean, the specific?
I got it! It matched the one the culprit.
So, what the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have. Cause exercising.
I have a white tracksuit. I got it from the warehouse.
Did any of that really help us get any closer?
No way. Not a chance.
Is it Mondo?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to, why did he choose this?
What do you mean, the specific?
I got it! It matched the one that...
So, what the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
No?
Shoot!
This one is like
First
really
of all,
stumping
we
me.
know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit?
What do you mean, the specific?
I got it! He picked that
Tracksuit
tracksuit
because
it matched the one the
that's what the
culprit
Cooper is
So,
wearing.
what you're... The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Okay.
I don't even have.
Don't have a
exercising.
tracksuit.
I have a white
Exercising
tracksuit
sucks.
personally. I got it from the warehouse.
Okay, let me look at what does Celeste's thing say? I don't think Celeste's account is relevant anymore. Wait, did we mention it was blue?
Did any of that
Wait, did we
really help
mention?
us get any
Did we not
closer?
mention it was blue?
Not a chance.
First of all, he was on his way, so next week, why did you choose this?
What do you mean,
I got it! It matched the one the culprit was.
So, the killer was wearing the same blue track.
We never mentioned it was blue. It was Mondo?
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh?
Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? It was Mondo?
She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you? You just... Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue?
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit
I don't know why Chihiro trusted Mondo so much.
is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Are you talking about Chihiro?
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit.
I see.
That's why you said you knew he did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Really?
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
Oh, wait, I'm choosing for Kyoko? The way he talked. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. We talked to Mondo. He said, dude. I completely forgot about that. That's a crazy, oh my god. That's actually such a crazy thing for the game to sneak in there. And I didn't even realize it. Mondo says dude when he's talking about your hero. And I remember reading it the first time and I was confused because I was like, who's he talking about? Like, I was like, he's talking about your hero, but why I didn't understand what he was
There
saying.
was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick.
That was such a small, thing that I didn't even, think about.
And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once
That's
I picked
all-
up on
that's
that,
crazy. I
it
didn't even
occurred to
think
me
about that.
Mondo knew something we didn't.
Notice such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch!
Okay, that's a pretty good twist there because at least there is a clue. I do think there weren't many other clues, but there is one hint, and that's such a well-hidden hint that you're like, that's a weird thing to say. And I just thought it was a weird thing because we had the other typo weird thing happen, but it was an actual point for the case.
I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
That's actually crazy. That was awesome.
Mondo, was it really you?
I wonder what Mondo's secret was then.
Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah, he would never do something like that. This is a false
All
accusation.
right, Taco. We know.
It's true.
We know you too. Did butt stuff in the spa room.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
I love when Ufumi does his voice.
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of
Wait, you waited this late for me? We almost thought it was Byakuya.
Actually, no. Now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then, here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook.
Whose
I
handbook?
found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
You found it on the ground, right? And it must belong to... Is it Chihiro's?
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing
yeah.
from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted.
Oh, great. This one's
Won't even
broken,
turn
too.
on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting
Wait,
useless in the
It's
main
water.
hall.
Okay, wait. What could
For
have
all
been used
your
to break it?
confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
Maybe it had something to do with that contest he did with Taka. Exploiting a bug? Hacking it. Okay, no. Never mind.
Shoot!
Okay, no, it's the weak point.
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point.
I forgot
didn't
what he said it was.
You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip. But I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
What is it?
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already! Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Well, you want to break someone
I
else's
have a
handbook.
weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example?
Just put in a rule.
Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is when it's exposed to high temperatures
Yes,
for too
yep.
long,
There it
will
was.
suffer a meltdown and totally break. I flippin' knew it.
You knew it?
Wait, was Chihiro dead at that point? I guess she was, because it would have been like the night. Was she?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get
Wait, so I don't know how
burned,
Leon's
huh?
break.
It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air.
Or maybe he
around
found
your
out, maybe he
skin.
took Leon's handbook and he found out during that contest.
If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
I've honestly never been in a sauna.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
Me too.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
All right.
Anyway, If you found the victim's handbook in the
This is a
sauna,
great little comedic break.
then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
He found out during his little contest.
What if they found out by accident?
Yeah.
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not
Oh.
knowing its weakness?
His own.
And it broke.
But is it broken?
They'd realize it was broken.
I mean,
of course,
he's been using
but it wouldn't be
Leon's.
hard to figure out why. And
Leon's
once they
isn't
had
broken, he
Shihiro's
has
handbook,
Leon's.
They knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have... I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
Monokuma
I
did.
might know someone who did.
Whoa! Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
It was Mondo. I said Monoma. Mondo.
Here's my answer. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna.
Yeah, that wasn't
not
the
too
same
long
night.
ago, remember?
It was the night before.
And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on.
I forgot this Pompadour girl.
But
I'm gonna be.
little did
I'm
he
so
realize
bummed.
he'd also left
I'm
his
so
handbook
bummed that
in
it's
one of his
Mondo.
uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold up. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. What? I don't know what that is. Can I look at my stuff? Hold on. Damn, the murder weapon was a motorcycle. Yeah, he brought the motorcycle into the locker room, and, and that's also soundproof. So he ran the motorcycle over Chihiro's body. It's not possible for two people to enter at the same time. Interesting. What am I missing? She admires strength more than anything else. Wait.
If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Oops. Dang it, I missed.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt
Dang
a
it.
fly!
I can just prove that, then I'll show that the handbook Mondo has must actually be.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook, then that proves that
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
No, it's wrong.
Yeah, it's broken. We have it. Or turn on your handbook right now.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
It's Leon's.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one.
It's
that
going on
actually
way later than I thought it would be.
I
I'm
think
gonna
he
be
took
very
Leon's
bad
handbook and
tomorrow.
replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
so then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's. Yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're
Yeah,
dead,
he's dead.
they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so.
Yeah, just show us your handbook.
I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong.
So what was the secret that you didn't want to get out, Mondo?
You just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay.
Taka, I get it. You don't want to know. Sometimes you get crushes and you don't want to know that they're actually a bad person, but
that way,
it
everything
happens.
will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Am I gonna do the piece together thing? Alright, so Chihiro stuffed the bag. Chihiro. Celeste noticed that there was stuff in the bag. This one. Okay. And then, Chihiro stuffed it in the bag. So then she got, what's this one? Oh, swiping in? Is this her entering or not? Oh, this. And then here. Okay. And then this is Mondo lifting the weights. Okay. Oh, this splattered on the painting. Okay, they moved the rug, and then he moved the painting. And then, I don't see this one. What is this of? I think I have some things wrong here. This? Wait, no. I think this goes here. What is this? Alright, it's an ad break. It'll take me a second to figure this out, so that's fine. Going to the next, in the pool area. And Byakuya shows up. And he grabs this. And he writes Bloodlust. Hold on. Wait. I think it's this one, actually. What is this? I can't tell what this is. Oh, that. Okay. Okay. Act 2 is the sauna room. That's what that is. And then the final one is this landing in the sauna, I think. Okay, before I do this, let me take a quick drink. Oh, it's finishing. Never mind. All right, let's try this.
Here is you. First, let's take a look back to before the incident.
Oh, the music picked up. I love this music.
Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
Yes, that's right.
That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime.
Yes.
She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
She could scan into that.
Simple, because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room.
Okay.
Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems
Yeah, he took the
killer
dumbbell.
grabbed a nearby dumbbell and attacked him.
And they got on the poster.
And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Yes.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. Then, removing the bloody poster,
Yes. Okay, I was right about that one.
and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A
Yep.
girls' handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl.
Agreed.
After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall.
Exactly.
Using
Oh
one
yeah,
of
yeah.
those,
Duh.
a boy could get into the
Wow.
girls' locker room
Mondo was
without much
moving.
problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things.
Byakuya's kind of a
But
psychopath
no.
for this.
Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the
Byakuya decided to intervene, putting titty posters in every single room of the facility. Yeah, Byakuya's like, I know what'll trip them up. Just put a poster of a big boob lady in in every room. Then they'll be super confused.
He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
What's Genocide Jack's thing again? Byakuya's like, what's Genocide Jack's calling card again? Oh yeah, poster of a big boob lady. That's what it is.
And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget.
Generous titty poster inside Jack. Yeah, that's my favorite serial killer.
Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already...
How'd you know it was Jack? He put his big boo poster calling card here.
And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Why didn't we just get him to turn on his handbook?
Wait. No. This can't be right.
I feel like that was way easier.
Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence?
Turn on the handbook.
You need evidence. You need proof. Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
He's so gay for him. Evidence that Mondo's the killer that already revealed itself early in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now, once I do that, everything will become clear. A new element is added to bullet time battles. Would you like to hear? Yes. Fever time and nega time. Excuse me. Would you call me game? During bullet time battle, you press the RB button. Fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. You push A, Y, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But it's only lasts until your focus gauge runs out. So make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got access to special time, right? So you've also prepared something called nega time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates nega time during the bullet time battle, your tempo mark will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. I kind of forgot how this works. If you were to activate fever time at this point, no, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Wait, that makes me interested. If your action difficulty set to gentle, your opponent won't use nega time. Well then, good luck and have fun. Look, classes really didn't think about this. Man, that's fine. Sometimes you just gotta go out.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False.
Oh yeah, this is it. I forgot.
Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you.
Oh god, you activated nega time.
False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. Show me.
This should prove it.
Yeah, we just get him to turn it out. Me when I'm out with my homies.
Thinking so far as
Me when I'm out with my when I'm out with the crew. Yo guys, it's nega
Mondo
time.
must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, are you
I did it. I killed him.
he confessed. I gotta be on one of those. Oh no, never mind. A, all around. Oh yeah, I got the Monokuma coins for these.
Bro, what are you saying?
Like, gonna run him over with motorcycles? Is that how his execution is gonna
I
go?
got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait, hold on.
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank. Who will you elect as the blackened this time around?
Mondo.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Yank what? Don't worry, we're just yanking levers over here. Don't worry too hard about it. I think the funny thing is we only ever get his pompadour from like the front view, so whenever I like see the side view, it's so funny.
What?
Uh-oh, this time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Owada. In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. Is he gonna die for that? Okay. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way he could kill someone. Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taking a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the murder this time is a sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't want to hear it, you can hit the B button to fast forward the text. Well, I kind of need to hear it because this is my first time hearing it. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. It's so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like this as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness. His take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken a deep root inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong enough, you don't survive. Welcome on in, Jade. Yes, this is very sad. How you doing? And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. Which of course includes Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
Sorry. I really don't want to talk about it right now. But I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later? After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay, I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, this is actually where the fandom loses me. So what's the fandom's take on this? Because I'm kind of curious. I haven't reached like a complete verdict on it myself, on Chihiro's identity myself. But I'm curious what like the fandom take on it is. That day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only choice he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his first secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. Yup, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. It becomes a trans argument, and I'm the most ally of allies, but it's misunderstood. I actually agree. I super agree. This whole like thing kind of, because I was like on the trans boat a little bit, but I actually agree it's not a trans thing. it's not like Chihiro was trans. I think Chihiro wanted to have the identity of man. Like, that's how he like wanted to identify. Yeah, it's a bullying thing. It was like, but because he was bullied so hard into being like, oh, you're not strong enough to be a man, so he's like, oh, well, if I be a girl, then no one can bully me. But like this whole secret thing made him want to be like, no, I do want to be seen as a man. So it's not really like Chihiro doesn't want to identify as a woman. So it's not like Chihiro wants to be trans. It's Chihiro just feels like he doesn't have a choice but to present as a woman is what it feels like. Plus, Mr. Macho Man was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to be. Yeah, see, look, there it is. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help make him strong. That's weird. Why did I say Chihiro said that? That was his aspiration. And then he thought only with Mondo's support would he ever become close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? He did what? Did what he did? Oops. You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that the cover-up? What he done?
Certainly.
That would have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep his secret? Because if everyone knew he'd be killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. What's Mondo's secret? The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know. Even if it meant killing someone. The only thing the fandom does to try and be supportive is what hurts me the most. I understand they want what they want to say, but they're wrong. And actually saying something about the facts gets you attacked too. Yeah, I can imagine if you like... It's Persona 4, based on what I read, for some of like the character things. And I haven't played the game, so I'm not 100% certain about this. But Persona 4 has like a very same thing where people read the story as trying to be a little bit more like progressive about it, but in being that they're not thinking about it the right way in terms of the characters they're not thinking about it in terms of the characters' actual wants. They're thinking about more in terms of representation, which is, I mean, that's fair to like want that, but you have to also think about it from what the character wants and not just from like the representation. But thank you for understanding and not judging. Yeah, no, I like kind of see like how people can want that to be like more of like a trans like allegory or a situation, but in terms of what the character wants in that moment, that's not what the character wants. If the character wanted to be trans, that would be more understandable. That's not what Chihiro wants. Chihiro doesn't want to be a different gender. Chihiro doesn't want to be their not birth gender. They want to be their original gender, which is man. But they do that. They present as a woman because that's what people mock them, and they want to avoid that mockery. So yeah, it's not as like clear cut as to make it out to just be like Chihiro is trans. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if he meant killing someone?
Wrong!
It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat myself.
But how many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, you obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, we're on the subject. Why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Oh. My biggest piece of advice in Danganronpa is beware the fandom, but I have your back. Always have. Thanks. Yeah, I typically don't get involved in a lot of fandom things. Yeah, it does make sense that like people would get like things. So yeah. Luckily I don't have a huge audience, so I don't think I would get like super attacked with that, but yeah, thanks, Jade. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada. The only fandom I still say I'm part of is Lord of the Rings and Clamp. Clamp sounds familiar. What is Clamp? Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his older brother, so he imitated him every way he did, and everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Clamps from Futurama, best character. Oh, okay, I never really watched, Clamps did Chobits and XXX and Tsubasa. Oh, okay, after like, those names I know, but I don't know what they're like about, really. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang. Triple X Holic maybe recognize Card Captor Sakura. I don't think so. That one doesn't ring a bell. Those other ones do, but yeah, Card Captor Sakura, that one doesn't ring a bell for me. Which is why
I
gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once. Just one time. No matter what. I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. It's a lot of shoujo stuff. Okay. Yeah, I'm not as familiar with like shoujo stuff, so that's probably why. You know, the night of his Amazing Brothers retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly, aw, damn. They killed Josuke Higashikata. Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. Use Crazy Diamond to heal him. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Cause it's the team, you and me put together. It's a promise between men. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang, in order to keep the gang together and to keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident, and as a result, The team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who bested his big brother. Dai was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he was stupid and got himself killed. Diamondo. I didn't even put that together. Diamondo is great. That's actually really good. Japanese puns are they all are always so good. I love them so much. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I just...
Strong. Strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding a light on his secret. Also, that message wasn't meant to be bullying or anything. Japanese market targeting is just a thing. Yeah, fair. Mondo killed his own brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with all kinds of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say. But after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Huh? Because I mean, you kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but... Oh, an eye break is coming up. I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
Huh? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try to overcome it. It was the kind of strength I'd never had. So I was jealous of him. Alright, one sec while ads are going. I gotta take a quick water break. The Twitch chat. Dot close. closed. That's what happened. Okay. Okay, ad stopped. Hold on. Sorry, Jay. I saw one of your messages got flagged. I guess it might have been because it kind of saw the like weird thing. Let me see if I can restore that. Yeah, that's weird. I wish it didn't. I wish there was, I don't know how to get that back. That's what I was trying to do during the ad break. Alright. Well, that's fine. I guess I'll figure out how to do that next time. I guess it's nice that Automata is doing its job. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong? Are you fucking with me right now?
No.
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. Automata's Automata is what it does, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to like recover the message. I accidentally closed the Twitch chat thing on my I think it was in multi-chat, so I didn't see the message get flagged. Felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why'd you have to tell me all that? Why are you trying to rub failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
He just kills me. Chiro found the strongest person he could. Yeah. And he really wanted to like change himself, which like is really which really sucks. Man, I like Chihiro. No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch.
And stronger than Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand and I was just staring at him, down on the ground. Hey! I killed him.
I killed Chihiro.
Oh, his voice.
Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
I like that, that little, dichotomy. Chihiro, was actually the strongest person in that situation. That's a fun little writing thing. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. Same VA as Kurobar in Yu Yu Hakusho voice Mondo. Yeah, I saw it's in a different animation, I think, voices Mondo. I think I talked about my brother. Yeah, it's in one of the different Danganronpa animations that Chris Sabat voices Mondo. Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past or for a memory? For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free his own regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't. You bastard. Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead. Say it again. I dare you. Yeah, Chris Sabat.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say as many times as I want. It's what I want to say, but unfortunately, I can't do that right now because it's time for punishing is fast approaching. punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well,
That's
now,
what I
well,
promised you,
now,
right?
well,
The
now.
blackin that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I
Then.
prepared a
Oh.
very special punishment.
For Mondo Owada, the ultimate biker gang leader. Alright, let's see what his is. I'm assuming it's gonna be motorcycle related. No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's
Alright, Vegeta, yeah. I love his Vegeta. I said wait.
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Damn. That was a good case, honestly. It got me, honestly. Oh, he's tied to the bike. How's this go? What's this gonna be? Kuma's little pompadour. Okay. I don't see what this one is gonna be. Man, I like Mondo too. This case sucked for me though in terms of my characters I liked. I really like both Chihiro and Mondo. I was like, I feel bad for Mondo more than any other victim. Yeah, he just kind of like broke. It wasn't even like anything out of because of how they killed him. Oh God, Jesus Christ, ew. Damn. Life at death, and your soul will forever be at peace. It can't be. My brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Ah man, poor guy. Poor Taka. He just developed that connection with Mondo too. As Taka's sad screams raided our skull, we were each forced to realize once again. But he of course he had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game. Grease the wheel and all that. Oh yeah, true. Byakuya?
What is this?
You're completely insane. You know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do, because the game is life or death.
Hey,
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that.
however,
I just don't understand why. This is where it gets sick. Oh yeah, his like, I want to know why Byakuya did this. Why'd you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too. That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be
Well,
done.
I don't particularly care. Please, continue. The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. I don't like that Byakuya is my favorite, but he is. I can understand. Like he's got that like edginess to him that like you either really like or you don't like. I probably lean more to like the don't like, because he is kind of like a psycho. This one cemented him as like a psychopath. He just interrupted this for like nothing. What do you mean? You actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him. So you're saying you knew who the culprit is from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed. But if it had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. It's not for nothing. I thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up? Oh yeah, you're right. It is not for nothing. It's for his entertainment. I did misspeak. But he's still a psychopath.
I see.
So, after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene?
But...
Damn, man. If we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. No, not really. You just don't get it yet. Oh, okay. I guess I'll figure that out later. Of course. Byakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. And I was able to perform an interesting experiment. And I can't tell you, or I'm curious. Once I do decide to become Blackened, I know who I'll have to watch out for. Well,
Correct.
so, that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey,
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Ooh, I'm up next.
you.
You like to perform these elaborate executions on each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. Replaces your headphones with phone heads. Yeah, that would be my punishment. I'm not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
Damn.
What do you mean? Mean? Mean. Mean.
What the heck?
Mean. Good grief. I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever. It doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and everything will be revealed to me. Ah, the noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship. Monokuma never lies. I completely believe that. I don't think he's told us a lie this entire time. I think he's omitted information, but I don't think he's ever lied.
That's enough.
Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I've achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand?
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled
Ooh,
up.
so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell, and more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying,
What's this?
this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really
All they had to do was
good
nothing.
spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring?
That girl.
Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it.
Maybe that's a form of despair. True.
Fear and despair charge forward at a speed.
But I guess
nothing
they
can
also
hope to
just
match.
didn't want to have their stuff. They didn't want to deal with like the motives too.
But I must admit, I'm disappointed.
Well, they didn't want to have like their stuff leaked or loved ones killed.
I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right?
Talking to Toko?
Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my
Interesting.
measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
Ooh. My. You really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my
What?
ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Alright, this is getting interesting. Secrets shouldn't be enough to kill people. That's also very true. But I guess they just couldn't take it. I guess they are a bunch of high schoolers, so. Yeah, we're down to 10. To be continued. Got the crazy diamond present. Okay, we'll save there. And then we'll pick it up next time. But that was a really good one. I kill people for being annoying, not because of a secret. True. That was a really good like case. That was, I like really like the whole like development of that. Okay, hold on. I need to exit the game. Right. Let's go. System. I just saved, right? Yeah, chapter 2N. Okay. But that was really good. Also, one thing I've noted, I will be extremely cautious, not cautious, but I will be paying extreme close attention to the people I talk to in this game, because that's actually twice now. Because first, in the first case, I talked to Leon, because I wanted to understand his deal a little. Is that what it was? I think I just saw him, honestly, but I talked to Leon, and then he was the murderer. And then during this next one, there were 3 people I chose to talk to. I chose to talk to Toko, who wasn't actually the person, but was involved. I chose to talk to Mondo, and I chose to talk to Chihiro. And Chihiro ended up dying, and Mondo ended up being the murderer. So I'm going to be paying extremely close attention to the people I talk to in these. Glad I caught you streaming. When are you streaming next? I'll be back tomorrow. I went a lot later than I thought I was going to be. I will have to get going in a minute because I do have to get up early tomorrow. Like I'm not going to get a lot of sleep tonight, but it's fine. I do plan on streaming tomorrow. And yeah, I'll be doing more Danganronpa tomorrow. I will have a thing on my Discord, which let me do that since it's the end of the stream. I know Jade, you're there. But yeah, I'll post the schedule on Discord. Hopefully I'll be able to sometime tomorrow. But yeah, I'm trying to start early, like around like 9:30, but sometimes it just doesn't like line up. But yeah, I will be trying to do 9:30 tomorrow for more there. But yeah, if I'll update the Discord with if I have any delays or anything like that. But yeah, so in the meantime, thank you everyone for coming out, and I will see you tomorrow for more Danganronpa. All right, have a good night, everyone.